This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at the M&S Bank Arena. Delighted to be joined by Sonny Edwards. Sonny, it weren't to be your brother's Charlie's night tonight, but an incredibly close fight. Proud of him after everything he's been through, back in the big arenas for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah, bit disappointing. As I jumped up on the final bell, I had the fight very close. Look, I've known Andrew's been a good fighter since I was a kid. We boxed 12 years ago, and he's been good since then, and he's good now. So we prepared and expected a hard fight, but look, if Charlie stood there and squared up with him in the middle of the ring, like, you're not beating Andrew in that fight. Like, that's what he wants. And I think what happened is today, if I'm honest, I think Charlie went from being so overactive and being so ready to let shots go throughout every single second of every single fight he's ever had. Really, he's always pop, stepping in, trying to, like, if anything, to excess, to the point of for years been telling him to slow down. Look, me and Swifty, we worked a lot on fighting on his own terms, making him miss, taking away the fight from Andrew, because obviously that's what we knew he was, coming out to do. And I think, I genuinely believe the fight was so close. I think I saw how Steve Gray had it 115, 113. I often go with how Steve Gray scores. Wherever I've scored it in the corner, usually if Steve Gray's on the ring, it's normally the same, and that was throughout my whole career. And I wasn't surprised that we had one, but at the same time, I also wasn't surprised that with some rounds that I maybe might have pushed Charlie, that they could have gone the other way, because I think where he was used to always overworking and working at sort of every exchange, he maybe didn't work enough when he could have, and he was getting caught in that a little bit a couple of times. And I think his defence was really well. I think his movement, his engine was really good. I think he picked some really nice shots throughout the fight at different moments, showed some real bits of class. But I think the middle rounds, the inactivity in the middle rounds as Andrew started picking it up, took the fight away from him a little bit. But like I said, when the rounds ended, I'd counted 7 rounds that I could give my brother. I think he finished strong. I think he definitely won the last couple of rounds he needed to, and I think he did. I wasn't surprised to see the scorecards ridiculously close. And look, one of them was 115, 114 or something, wasn't it? So a 10-10 round changed in the 10-9 round, and all of a sudden Charlie hasn't lost. Okay, he hasn't got the belts, but one more round, one more point somewhere else, and he has. It was that sort of fight. I thought for long periods of time, the home fans that were waiting for their fighter to land big shots were completely silent, like shell-shock silent, because he was just getting touched and moved away from, and he wasn't really landing much. So, but when you're, doing that sort of style, what I sort of had most of my success throughout my career doing, very similar, let's be real, what Charlie was doing tonight, I never had to do it in the away corner. And we're not sitting here screaming robbery at all. Generally, it was a close fight, flip of a coin. But when you're not the champion, when you're the away in the promoter terms, and when you're in the away in city terms, the scorecards make sense. So, big credit to Andrew, a former opponent of mine, but also someone I would consider as a friend. We've got on for years, and look, sometimes we're just in the corner. He was chatting to me, I was chatting back to him. He said, I didn't miss that. I was like, hey, I've already beat you, don't chat to me.
During this fight with Charlie, you and Andrew were talking?
Yeah, he was going like, he didn't me. And I was going like, don't worry about me, I've already beat you. Do you know what I mean? Having a bit of crack. But the respect is really there. I thought my brother was mad all week, giving him stick and getting him revving. To be honest, I think Andrew's one of the scariest fighters you're going to meet, even though he is 5'3", you know what I mean? I think genuinely... But look, it was a good fight. Okay, it might not have been exciting like people wanted at all times, but it was close, it was competitive, and I think it was razor thin. Obviously, I jumped up, and there was a bit of me that thought we was doing it. Similar to like the Brandon Dayoud, Matty McHale fight, where I was maybe a bit more confident with Brandon, but we could get this. And, a couple of weeks ago with Brandon, it came through, but a couple of weeks later with Charlie, it didn't. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, look, Charlie's proved tonight that he belongs at this level, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's been a world champion, man. Like, he didn't get hurt at all today. Okay, he was boxing like a smart and safer way, but Charlie would never have beat Andrew just sitting in the pocket of him fighting him. Like, come on. Like, as much as that might have made better entertaining a watch for certain people that wanted Andrew to win or just wanted like a mix-up fight, Charlie would never have won it like that. And I really genuinely think he was 3, 5, 7 punches away in a few rounds and not even landing. I'm talking about just throwing. And I genuinely think the fight was that close, and some of the rounds were that close and that swing. So, yeah, it wasn't our night tonight, but proud of my brother. The biggest fight really he's been involved in. And he showed that he's got plenty, you know what I mean? If anything, like I said, he was being a little bit too patient, but that's what we've been working on so much, because for most 99% of Charlie's career, he's not been patient at all, let alone patient enough. You know what I mean? He's the opponent's in front of him, he's throwing 1-2, 1-2, double jab left, right. He's always just going and going and going. He's always been like that. So, yeah, he said he got caught between styles. I don't think he did. I think he was much closer to where he needs to be where he wants to be. He was literally, like I said, 3, 5, 7 punches thrown around across a few rounds, and he won the fight on the scorecards for me.
Last one. I was just interviewing Charlie, and you've just run in with some wildness whilst the Nick Ball fight's still going on. We don't know the result yet, but yeah, that was a bit mad. What happened in between rounds?
Yeah, the headlock walk into my corner, followed by the kick/knee into the back of the leg.
Is that a disqualifiable offence?
Well, definitely more the kick than the headlock. You know what I mean? And I think if that didn't happen in the first round, it probably would have got disqualified. Like, that is mental, isn't it? You can't drop your opponent at the end of the round kicking him. Like, did he get a point taken away? I don't know. I
don't know, because we've come running in here. But yeah, this will obviously go out and we'll know exactly what happened. But Sonny Edwards, thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. And yeah, I'll no doubt see you in about 20 minutes in the hotel for some smoothies.
Yeah, shout out Charlie B.
Charles. Sonny, thank you very much.